the big gross motor milestones really happen over those first 2 years of life, specifically the first 12 to 15 months. And it's good for parents, yes, to know that there is kind of a range. I always say there's a sliding scale of when gross motor milestones should be achieved. You can give or take 1 or 2 months. For instance, being able to roll from tummy to back. That typically occurs around 4 months, but could happen anywhere from 4 to 6 months. So just kind of giving a range, knowing that there is time frame where things should happen, allows a parent to be like, okay, this isn't happening, I need to be on the lookout, but also giving grace, knowing that, again, yeah, you're going to have this sliding scale of when a child achieves that skill. And the higher level skills like crawling and walking, you have even more time. That may start crawling on hands and knees at 8 months. It may not be achieved until 12 months. And walking is the same way. They may not achieve it until 15, 16 months. But the cool thing is God gave us a grace in this time period where from 12 to 24 months, there really isn't a lot of gross motor skills that need to be happening or occurring. So it's a catch-up time. So it's really nice that, we have those first 2 years of development. Yes, there are kind of some ranges in there, but also it's padded by that additional year after 12 months to where we can all catch up.
Okay, so if your child is not crawling and they're a year old, if your child is not walking and they're 14 months old, don't panic. There's time.
Sure. So, yeah.
Like she was saying,
Right.
it's not like a definitive time frame. We always kind of look at they're not going to do it perfectly. So maybe they're 12 months and they're, starting to try and take their first steps. That's good. 14 months trying to take their first steps. That's good. But they're not going to be doing it perfect. So don't worry about it the first time they do it, looking exactly the way that it should be. What we typically want to see is, are they trying to do the skills within that time frame? So at 4 months, rolling tummy to back, if they're not able to push through their arms, which is the first thing that they need to have in order to roll from tummy to back, if they're not really pushing through their elbows, pushing through their arms, then you might need to, dig a little bit deeper into, well, why is that happening? And that's where maybe seeking help, making sure that the timeline is accurate that you have in your head, because a lot of parents they actually don't know the exact dates or ranges that things are supposed to happen. So make sure that, okay, this is within the right time range. They're not doing something that should be happening right now. They're not trying to do that. And then, okay, do I need to do something about it? And I think one thing that we really talk a lot about is interacting with them in purposeful play or proactive play. What are things that you can do at home? We talk a lot about this in our Connective community, but what are things that you can do at home to specifically help their gross motor development? Because it can be like playtime. It can be fun. It can be easy. You probably already know you probably are already doing it without noticing it. And then you can do things specifically to help them achieve those skills.